Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Get breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day.
Hi, Bullhorn Betty. Thank you for my shirt. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Kids Club.
Things might be heating up in the Sebastian Rogers case. You guys are going to want to pay attention. Where is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, and what does Katie Proudfoot know? Many know I've been covering the case of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers since March of 2024. It has been a very difficult case to cover, and it has cost me a lot covering the case. We are starting to learn some information. Katie Proudfoot is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers' mother, and she has come under heavy scrutiny in her involvement in the disappearance of her son. Many people like me believe she is responsible or has something to do with why Sebastian Rogers is missing. On March 14th, we learned that there were flashlights observed on the outside of the home where Sebastian and his mother were staying together. Allegedly, Chris Proudfoot, his stepfather, was all the way in Horn Lake, Mississippi. We're just learning, allegedly, the smartwatch data came back and how surprising the information is. Around the same time we see the flashlight video going to the unknown car, her heart is elevated between the same time frame. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Bullhorn Betty channel. God bless. Yo, my beautiful people. I don't know what's dragging my system, so let me just get everything off of here so we can have a nice, StreamYard. It's a sensitive old bat, so we're just going to have to play its game. We've got this. I'll get this up. We'll go ahead and take this down. Get downtown. Is this anything important? This doesn't appear to be anything important. Go ahead and get that off. It looks like I was doing a bunch of research. Now it looks like I'm doing good. That's how it works. Hi, guys. I'm Bullhorn Betty, and I cover true crime, and we're covering the case of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. And as you can tell, I'm having a heck of a day. If you're wondering why I'm late, it's because I went and got some ice cream and some milk and some whipped topping. And I even got some cherries, but I didn't want to have to dig them out. So, and I literally made this right before I turned the cameras on. And I just want to let you know it didn't survive the intro. I don't know what happened to it, but it's a crime. We're at the right place. And holy smokes, this is what prompted me to look at the clock and say, oh my gosh, I'm late. We're going to have a low crew today because I've been pumping out videos, and I just dropped a video right before this live, like an hour or so before this live. So it's not really going to be pushing out. So we got about another half hour, 45 minutes before it starts pushing this live out. So while we're here. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to give back because I think that we need to have a giveaway of a shirt. We didn't get to the goal the last time. And lo and behold, I wake up. I'm heading out to get the ice cream and stuff to make the milkshake. I'm craving a milkshake, okay? I'm not going to lie to you guys. I needed a flippin' milkshake. Don't judge me. And so as I went ahead and got Glenn one, Glenn made lunch, and I was on the phone trying to order some chicken cordon bleus from the chop shop, and the door started ringing. The guy just answered the phone. The dog's barking. The guy on the phone, he's like, can you take me off speaker, please? And I'm like, oh, just hang up on him. And so I'm looking all disheveled when I went to the door, and Glenn's got a plate there, and I'm like, I'm sure I looked disheveled when I answered the door because he usually doesn't bring lunch over at noon. It's usually 2:30, 3 o'clock, somewhere around there. So I wasn't expecting him. I was thinking it was somebody else. So I'm looking disheveled when I go to the door, and the guy's screaming at me on the phone. The dog's barking in the background, and Glenn's handing me a plate. So I felt rude. So I was craving a milkshake. He doesn't like my kind of milkshake. He doesn't like all the flavored milkshake. He's just a plain Jane, okay? He likes vanilla, chocolate, or strawberry. Pretty simple. Well, those are the three flavors that Bullhorn Buddy doesn't keep in stock. So anyways, I went out and got him a fudge brownie. A fudge brownie and cookie dough. And so I made him a chocolate, a very, very souped up chocolate shake, but I made sure I put whipped cream and a cherry on top, and I took him a big old milkshake because it was a pint. Was it a pint? Those are the ones, the littler ones, right? It was an entire pint of ice cream for his milkshake. I just thought I should tell you that. But anyways, walking out the door, I have this milkshake. It looks beautiful. It's got the, it's got the little peak on it. I got the whipped topping, and right at the top of the peak is the beautiful cherry sitting on top. Beautiful. So I walk out the door. Right when I'm walking out this door with this massive milkshake, the UPS guy is walking up to the door with a box. And I'm like, just sit it down. I said, I got to go take a milkshake over to the neighbor. He goes, that really looks good. And I said, well, if I knew you were coming, I'd have made one for you. What do you say in a situation like that? And in all fairness, if I knew that when I was making my milkshake, the UPS guy would be delivering my package right then, I probably would have made him a to-go cup. It is hot out there, okay? I'm not that stingy. So I felt bad. So I'm like, So I get back over and I'm like, oh, I wonder who this box could. I just ordered some stuff. So I thought it was my stuff. Well, as soon as I look at the box, it's pretty obvious it's not my stuff. And it's pretty obvious who it came from, right? So we got some new wear. I'm going to have to read it to you and then I'll show you. Just saying, not playing. Ooh, we're going with some Bullhorn Betty sayings. So there's one. I like that. So if you guys want yours, get your own. But you can we can also reach the goal and you can get your own. I'm not going to pick your shirt for you. Whoever we'll have Sonia put you guys on a wheel and whoever gets a shirt. I know I swear a lot. One, I am sorry. 2, I'll try to do better. And 3, number 1 and number 2 are lies. Oh, good gracious. I love it. Let's see what else. She hooked me up. Warning, I have no filter. We have the warning, I have no filter shirts. And my most favorite piece of the bunch, of course, is the little Delilah hat. And I think if anybody has a little poopy, you have to have one of these, okay? The little ears, it's got a little bill. It even has one of these little things so they can't shake it off their head. Oh, good gracious! Ah! Tell me that's not cute. And look at this. It's got a little Delilah on it. Oh my goodness. What are we going to do? And as always, it comes with the beautiful package to remind us we are Sebastian's Army. And all the beautiful things that go in here as Sonia advocates in her way. These things go all over the country. And if somebody pays for the shipping, all over the world. So I think it's a beautiful thing. So this is why, if you want a custom shirt, you should be getting it from Sonia. This is why, okay? I mean, not that they're great products. They're great products. I know, because I've been wearing her products for well over a year. And no matter how much I wear them and try to wear them out, they just don't wear out. And nor do they fade. So I'm just saying, not playing, right? We got a shirt for that now. I wish I had one of those little cracky, the little, and I only got these. Just not the same. So this is why we support Sonia right here, because this stuff, no matter who, and you should pass her name around, because this is how our beautiful, look at that, Layla Santinello. Sebastian Rogers. We got cards in here. Holland Snap all over, wherever these boxes go. And on the outside of the packages, she's got stickers on them. So even the freaking mail people are seeing this stuff. I mean, I love it. I love it. But the one thing I have not yet opened yet, and she gives you some stuff. Look at that. So if you're ever, look at that. You know, Bullhorn Betty's going to put that in a book. Okay, this is not going to waste. I love this. This stuff, just the stuff that advocates our faith, that advocates for children, just all the good stuff that goes on, and of course some washing instructions in case you don't know how to wash a shirt. I'm just joking. The printed stuff sometimes takes extra care. I will be honest with you, Sonia. Bullhorn Betty's a little lazy, so it just goes into the cycle with some gain, some downy, and bada bing, bada boom. I don't know. It just smells great. They look clean. I don't think... I'm going to shut up. She's going to smack me. She's going to smack me. But she also threw something else in, and I haven't opened it yet. I really haven't, and I was going to save it for it, but it did kind of give away when I was sitting on my desk what it could be, and it says a bleep button. A bleep button, y'all. I think she's trying to salvage the bucket and the jar. Now we have two of them. What do you take? How do you take? Okay, let's get you out of here. Ooh, you already come stocked. Nice. Nice. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Sonia, let me tell you something. And I'm just saying that time. And you know what? And that's me coming up for air. We got more buttons to push. Okay, now we're going to get into it. Hi, good afternoon. It's nice to see you, Skittles. First to say hey to everybody, Panda Bear, Melanie. It's nice to see you, and nice to see you, love. Me and you, Erna. Good afternoon. Dreaming of blue skies and sandy beaches. Oh, good afternoon. You are so, God bless you. God bless you. We need to, Sonia, we need to send Melanie a gifted shirt. We need to send Melanie a gifted shirt. Melanie, get with Sonia and find out what kind of shirt you want and give her your address. And I'm getting you a shirt. You are such, thank you, and God bless you. You're going to get a shirt from Bullhorn Betty. You're going to get a shirt from Bullhorn Betty. But we're also giving away a shirt if we can meet our goal. Woo! Sorry. That was fun with the whole beeping button. I got this. Who knows? We might actually use it instead of me saying, Mother! Just saying. Chris is a mother. We're going to have so much fun with that button. We're going to have so much fun. No ifs, ands, or Nice to see you. Happy hump day. Valley Girl, it's nice to see you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Who else do we have? The Real Me Too. Hello, Bobby. I have spent all day calling high-ranking officials. Thank you. Thank you for that. Something needs to be done. That's kind of what we need to do. This is getting a little crazy because I feel like there's so much here and I just don't understand. What are we all waiting for? These people shouldn't be in jail. I'm sorry, they should. They shouldn't be able to live their best life in comfort and peace. No justice, no peace. I don't know if they forgot to read the freaking Bullhorn Betty signs, but it's crystal clear. Just saying. Crystal clear. Thank you, by the way, Sonia. I just want to say you're the best around. Oh, we're going to have so much fun with that. I can already see it now. What do we have here? Lorraine, it's nice to see you. It's nice to see you, Laura. Hello, hello, hello. Where are we at? Where are we at? Button Betty. Yeah. Rummy stuff. I just figured in case you really me off, you know. I mean, I wouldn't want to get all, you know. But we will. Don't push the button. Don't push the issue. I'll push the button. We're going to have so much fun with this. Tap dancer Lizzie, it's nice to see you. Fiji, dang, what did I miss? Oh, Betty got a new button to push. And I like it. I like it. I like it a little bit. No, I like it a lot. Common Sense, it's nice to see you. Hey, 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 hey. Faye, it's nice to see you. Okay, I'm laughing so hard, I'm starting to cry. Okay, I am laughing so hard. The waterworks, they're just seeping out. I don't know why I do that. Every time I laugh hard, my eyes just water. I don't know why. But look at all this cute stuff Sonia sent. Look at that. A little cap for Delilah. Maybe because she, you know, had that whole little episode outside. She'll have a little shade over. I want to put this on. I'm going to have to record it. We're going to have to put this on and throw her the ball. Seeing her little pink hat running through the backyard. They got the cord ran all through the front yard. Now, mind you, it's like a monsoon out in Florida right now, right? So I'm trying to get out there. I'm trying to get the, you know, at least the backyard, because that's where Delilah. I have a problem playing with ball with the Delilah when I can't see her head. Okay. And never mind trying to find the balls. I mean, they're bright red and bright orange. Like they stand out like a sore thumb. But, you know, she's a little girl. So I'm like, well, the hell with this. I can't mow the yard, but I'm getting the backyard, okay? I got to be able to see my dog, okay? And it is a requirement. It is a requirement. I mean, it's hot out there. What if she keels over? I can't even see her head when she's running and playing, let alone when she has another heat stroke. Oh, good gracious. So anyways, I did get out there, and I got to tell you, I'm so good. I looked up at the sky. I said, I know I'm going to have just enough time to get this backyard done, right? I know it. I just know it. And so I'm riding, you know, and I have to put new blades on it because the blades, you know, I run over. I just run it over. I'm one of those. Anybody else like that on a riding lawnmower? We just, it's like, you know, you're supposed to get off the ride lawnmower and move it out of the way, or, you know, throw it away. You know, don't leave it there. Like, we all know that, right? We know how to adult and ride. Like, you're supposed to, if you see debris, like, you know, sticks, you know, it's hurricane and stuff like that. Stuff are still falling that were ripped off and everything else. So you got sticks out there. I mean, every now and again, I'll accidentally forget to get my water bottle. And never mind the glass. I mean, remember the table I had out there, the glass table? Well, when that big, well, I don't know which tree, one of the 3 or 5 trees that came down in my backyard ended up piercing my glass. Well, apparently they make these glass tables out of the stuff that they make your windshield, that whatever type of tempered glass, right? Tempered glass. So guess what happened to that glass whenever it broke? If you said it's in a million little pieces, yeah, you're right. So cleaning up the glass, I'm just like, okay, we just need to throw some dirt on it, call it a day. But anyways, I did end up getting the backyard done as it was drizzling with the old blades. I still haven't replaced the blades. I've got the blades, just haven't replaced them. So I ended up doing the whole entire backyard twice to make sure there was no streaks from from the chipped blade because I run over everything. I keep wondering, is the blade just missing the sharpening piece, or have I taken one side completely off? You know, I'm just curious because I feel like I'm missing a blade entirely under there, but I don't know. So if you guys were wondering what my day was like, it was mowing the grass twice because I didn't change the blades. And after the hard work of changing, mowing the grass, and it did, right as I was pulling it back, it started raining on me. I'm like, okay, it looks like I don't have to do any more. So I came on in, and then I sitting around here listening to it sprinkle a little. I was expecting a pouring down rain, but it didn't. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, I'm bored. I could use a milkshake. And then next thing you know, I'm off to the races. So I don't know how your day has been, but that's my day. Just thought I'd share a little bit with you. I didn't know if you wanted me to just dive right into to Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, if we wanted to loosen up a little bit. I figured we'd do some, warming up first, take some laughing, get that in stride. Once our muscles are moving and we got our tear ducts going in the right direction, now we might as well just go into the crap of the day. So Sebastian Wayne Drake, that's right. I can't go through that. Did I say hi to everybody? I did say hi to everybody. Anybody coming in late is late. I think I said hi. Did I say hi to everybody? If I forgot you, I'm sorry. It's just one of those days. It's hump day, guys. We're sliding into the weekend, okay? I'm still out to lunch. What can I say? I'm still out on a milkshake, okay? I don't know what else to tell you. I just don't know what to tell you. But Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, as many of you guys know, we have been monitoring this case. And as we're starting to make a renewed push to reinvigorate this case that has lost so much attention because of just how, it's not even really how long this case has gone on. It's just the sheer nastiness in this case. Many of us that are here for good purposes are just exhausted, right? And so I felt for my mental sake, I felt for my audience mental state and sake that, we needed to kind of bring stuff back. We needed to rest. I felt like this battle was not, won, but we kicked some ass and we got our ass kicked, right? All over the place. All over what? Advocating for a child. So we needed all a break. At least I did. And so I needed to figure out, I was going to go gun-ho. I was going to go gun-ho until some of this stuff in the courts, I wasn't going to stop, period. But as you guys notice, as soon as that, the no true bill came through, you see me turn the hose on my clink. Okay, that is my cue to take a break. Oh, hold on. Sumner County. And if you didn't understand that, I can tell you a few more that I'd love, and I would just love to say to Sumner County. It goes a little something like this. And let me tell you something, Sumner County. Let me tell you how I really feel. So I thought we all needed a break because it was getting to that kind of point. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of getting up there. So we reeled it back. We went on a couple of other little, but now it's time to come back because at the end of the day, these people are not going to feel like they won. This county is going to understand that we care about this child and we want to know what the hell happened. And guess what? We are a very powerful bunch that can get those answers. And the problem is we do everything. Well, the problem for them is we do everything lawfully and legally. That is our weapon. Okay? That is the weapon the Bullhorn Betty channel. Remember, back years ago, I kept telling you better learn the law. Know the law. Know the law. Know the law. Know the law. And you have to. And I'm not drilling that in everybody's head because of the good counties we go to. I'm drilling that in everybody's head for those bad counties we go to. because us following those laws is important. Us doing that repetitiously is important, because when we come across a county like Sumner County, I can sit here and tell them to just saying. And I know every single one of you knew what those beeps meant. If you need me to repeat it, I'm sure you got what I was saying. This finicky little sucker. That's what you get for spending $2,500 on a computer. It's called a MacBook Pro. And good gracious, you gyrate one of those cords ever so slightly, and good gracious, that's the end of the equipment. Let's make sure I can hear it through this. Am I knocked my out?
Search dogs.
Okay, my sound's still good. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, so for all of you that are just tuning in, we have been covering this case for over a year, okay? Since the middle of March of 2024, and this case just went completely nuts. I truly believe the Proudfoots and or Bowersox were paying people to literally run interference, to do this type of stuff to everyone. Anyone and everyone. They were paid, because all of a sudden it seems like these waterworks just turned off. The spigot was turned off. And that was it. All these hate channels, poof, gone. Now they're focusing on BJ, not Sebastian, not me. Yeah, they may have some stuff to say under their breath. I mean, except for Gaping Lake, right? Gaping Lake's just a nasty broad, okay? There's no hope for her. There's no help for her. She has ruined who she used to be, or the image she once was. You know? Because anybody that takes a personal beef, not just my personal beef, I could really care less. I mean, you know, I don't see the lady in the flesh. And if I did and she talked that mad crap to me, I don't know what I'd do. But I promise you it's going to be lawful and legal. And I promise you she's going to absolutely hate it. So, long story short, outside of her, these people really don't have a whole lot to say. And she's still fighting the battle of, you know, her boyfriend, her side piece, he couldn't even be arm candy. I guess he just, whatever he was. And so she's picking up the torch for that douche, you know? And it's like, golly, like what the hell's going on here? So that's kind of the drama section of it. But you know what? Like Seth said, he doesn't care about any of it. He will walk through all of this all over again in tenfold to see his son and to have his son with him. You know, that's what a real parent is right there. This kind of crap from Chris and Katie, where they're just hiding, laying low, trying to just let this stuff roll over. It ain't rolling over, okay? We ain't giving up. All we did was just, you know, go get freshened up. We're ready for round two. We're ready for round two. I hope Sumner County hears that. Just thought I'd just say it just like that. So we coming. It's just a matter of when. It's just a matter of when. I'm hoping, like I've always said, I'm hoping Sumner County does the right thing. But at this point, I really don't care if they do. And I'm prepared to go to jail again. So everything's just hunky-dory. I mean, it's just a matter of time. When are we ready to raise our voices? When are we ready to have Sumner County hear us? You know, when are we as a group going to be ready? Because it's going to take some of us. All right. We're not going to need what we're going to need at the governor's mansion. It's not going to take, 100 people, 200 people, or a huge organization and undertaking to bring people in. It might even be bigger than 100 and 200, depending on what type of resources we can get in, what kind of sponsors and stuff like that we can get in. The more the merrier for me. The more the merrier for me. But something in Sumner County, it's just going to take 40, right? It's not going to be the first thing where we're, and I always tell everybody, if we have 10 to 15 people, whatever we're going to do is going to be successful, right? This is one of those things where it's going to take a lot more than that. It's not going to take 100 people, but it's damn sure going to take 40 or 50 people. So if we can get 40 or 50 people from the true crime community that wants to come out and wants to be loud, wants to hold signs, wants to have their voice heard. I mean, I'm welcoming 100 people, 200 people. I don't care. But we have to have a minimum amount of people that show up to something like this. And we have to be loud. We have to follow the rules, but we have to be loud. They have to hear the message, and the message is do your damn job. Do your damn job or hand it off. Get fresh eyes. Quit being so damn self-serving. Ask for funding for Sebastian, not yourself. Ask for funding for your guys below you that make you look good instead of being so self-serving. Bring up your law enforcement morale. If it takes some gal in Florida to tell you your morale is low there in Sumner County, well, I'd say you probably don't need that raise you're asking for, Mr. Sheriff Snuggle Struggles. I'm just saying. So we've been going over this interview and everything with Chris and Cathy for, several days now. And it appears that there might be at least 20 more minutes. I can't remember if that's just Dutchie talking to hear herself talk or if it's substantive. So we're going to, review the last 20 or so minutes. I'll probably fast forward through some of her commentary and stuff like that. I don't really want to hear her. I'm just here for, the nuts and bolts of the conversation. And then we're getting over to the green shirt interview, because one of the things that is noticed in this particular interview is the emotion that Cathy is trying to have us hear. Now, what people don't understand, or may, but just a reminder nonetheless, that this was done in less than 24 hours before the next interview. And what a wildly different interview they had. One has no cameras, seems pretty emotional. The next one has actual cameras where you can't hide your face or your emotion. And we have a completely different person. From a content creator to a news person, you can see them changing. In those two interviews, we just listened to this monstrosity of an interview that shouldn't have taken this long. And in my opinion, the host should have constrained herself more in the overstepping, constantly not allowing them to speak. And I find that and the reason why I bring it up and the reason why I point it out to people, because I know that a lot of people, I used to do the same thing. Okay. I'm not speaking criticism that wasn't spoke to me. But now that I understand the importance of shutting the pie hole, guess what? I shut the pie hole. And guess what? I tell others to shut the pie hole. Why? Because others told me the same thing. I'm just paying it forward, y'all. Okay? They can say whatever. I'm just paying it forward. I bet Craddock has been threatened by. I'm sure they have. I'm sure everybody has been threatened by that douchebag. I've been threatened by him. I've been threatened with my life on multiple occasions. Talking about watch my back in the street. He can run me over. Dude, he's acting like that's a threat. From the way I'm listening to some of these people talk on YouTube, it seems like it's not a threat. I mean, it seems like I'd be missed. I don't think anybody wants me getting run over for doing my job. But it seems like that's his MO. He threatens a lot of people with bodily injury and or death. So, what you do with a guy like that is you call their bluff. Shit or get off the pot. I mean, I'm a kamikaze person. I should have been dead a long time ago. That's what people don't understand. I should have been dead a long time ago. I died in my living room. God gave me a second chance at life. I figured if he wanted me, he could have taken me. So, what can I tell you? Every single day from that point forward was a blessing. At some point, the blessing's got to end. I'm just saying, I'm not playing Russian roulette. I'm just saying that it gives me the ability to just kind of say, well, it, you know, it. We're gonna have so much fun. Oh, Sonny doesn't even know what she's done. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to... I don't know if I can keep a straight enough face to even get to Sebastian. Like, I feel bad talking about a case while laughing. I mean, it's a serious case. What are you guys doing to me? What shirt do I need? I need to put a shirt on. I feel like I need a shirt. All right, let's at least see what, so we can get this part out. I'm going to refer back to it, so I haven't dropped it down yet, because the WSMV one is much shorter, and then of course the hands video is even shorter than that. I would really like to see the hands video in its totality, kind of like what WSMV did, but I don't think they ever did that. I don't think they ever gave us kind of their raw version, but who knows? Who knows? I am appreciative that WSMV did that. They didn't have to, guys. They could have just given us the blurb that they gave us, and that was it. And it really made the Proudfoots look good. If it wasn't for people pushing for the full interview, I don't know if we would have gotten it. But again, WSMV gave it up. So I'm very appreciative of that. It really gave us a keen insight very early on into Chris and Katie. And we'll get to that next.
That have been out helping assist in the search?
Yes, ma'am. They have brought in dogs from various locations, from I believe from even other states as well as other areas within the state. So it is
Dusty. It's nice to see you.
Deeply being checked.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going back over here. I see David Bryant's left another comment in chat. Okay, gotcha. We'll keep searching, praying for your families. I just posted multiple pictures from what my dog has found searching, and you can feel free to reach out if you would like me to search anywhere. So it sounds like David may have some search dogs himself. David, if you want to send me an email, or reach out to me with Facebook Messenger if you have any information that you would like for me to pass on to the family. I'll be more than happy to do that, and we appreciate that so very much. Jennifer Jennings, thank you for being here. Jennifer says, how long has he been married to the mom? Isn't he Seth's son? Who is searching for this boy, mom, dad, or who? Well, it sounds like there's a lot of people.
Aw, is that Jen? Aw, she learned about this when it happened. Well, I'll be darned.
Involved, including the mother, the father, the stepfather, and law enforcement.
Hey, Mama, medic bikers.
When you
nice
say,
to see
how
you,
long
Becky.
has he been married to the mom? Are you referring to Chris on panel?
Let's listen to that question again.
And law enforcement. This boy, mom, dad, or who? Well, it sounds like there's a lot of people involved, including the mother, the father, the stepfather, and law enforcement. When you say, how long has he been married to the mom? Are you referring to Chris on panel?
And the reason why she has to pause is because you got to wait 20 seconds for the person, because there's always a lag. So even though you guys are hearing me when I'm speaking, it's actually, I spoke those words.
Julio, thank you so much for being here. Chris
Refresh.
always treated my girls and son with nothing but kindness when we worked together. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here, Julio. I know that probably means a lot to him.
Yeah, but what Julio doesn't understand is who he is. Oh, thank you, Dusty. Dusty gifted. Dusty gifted 10 thank you for that. 10 Bullhorn Betty memberships. If you received your membership, don't forget to tell Dusty thank you. And for those 10 beautiful new family members, welcome to this crazy family we call the Coffee Club. The Insane Asylum. Grab your straitjacket and your padded room and welcome aboard. Busy easy, Mama. You're not missing much. You might want to go, if you want to laugh, you can go back to the first half of it. We're just getting started. We were getting carried away on everything that we probably shouldn't have been talking about. We got a new button. Let me tell you about yourself, girl. We're gonna be mashing the out of this button. We got a new button. Oh, that's what we were doing for the first hour. So it's nice to see you. You're not really late. You're not late at all. I knew I had to talk a while because I had dropped a few videos. Oh, thank you, Dusty. And welcome to this crazy family we call the Coffee Club, i.e. the Insane Asylum. Grab your straight jacket and your padded room. You're going to need it. You're going to need it up in here. So anyways, we got new shirts from Sonia for all those that are just coming in. I got a care package. I'll show you my favorite part of the care package. I mean, outside of the button, okay? We know where Betty's heart truly is. So we got this. This one says, warning, I have no filter. Oh, let me put it right there. There you go. Warning, I have no filter. We've got, this one says, I know I swear a lot. 1, I'm sorry. 2, I'll try to do better. And 3, number 1 and 2 are lies. There's that one. I love it. Order through Sonia. I know, I need it too, right? Just saying, not playing. Now that's gonna be worn out right there. Just saying, not playing. Let's see if I can go this way. There we go. We got it this way. A little bit better. There you go. Just saying, not playing. So, but here's my most favorite. Look what she put in for little Delilah. Look at that. Oh, little head. Oh my gosh. And it's got a little drawstring on here to put it around her little head and her little ears. And look at that. See, we got a little bill. Aw, look at that. If you got a little poopy, every one of y'all need this. Look at that. And if you send her a little design, I bet she'll put your doggy on a little thingy like that too. Look at that. This is my favorite. My cheeks are starting to hurt. I'm smiling so much. So cute. I wonder if we can let's see if we can get her up here. Now let's see if we can get her up here and get this on her. I want to see her in it. And then the last thing, of course, was I love the shirts. Don't get me wrong, Sonia. I appreciate it all, but you know what? There's always a little favorite in there, and it's to prevent me from cussing. So when I need to tell up what to do, where to go, and how to get there, I can tell them to go themselves, and there's nothing any of you can do about it. Just saying. All right, let's get back to work. Quit distracting me. Everybody, I'm here. We're just now starting. You guys didn't miss much. All right, so let's go ahead and listen to this. This is the ending of the Duchy. We all know that Katie was, over emotional here and not over emotional with the cameras on. As a matter of fact, acted completely opposite of beating Betty. Maybe I won't need to make a cuss dumpster after all. That's funny. We went from a cuss jar to a cuss bucket. Now we're getting a cuss dumpster. Oh, good gracious. That's how rumors get started, Sonia. I just thought I'd let you know that.
That's right, Jennifer. I think everybody is searching. It doesn't sound like there's any animosity with anybody that's going on here. So, and please be respectful in the chat. If you want to come in here and attack the family.
I don't think raising reasonable questions is attacking the family. People, especially Jen Jennings, I mean, if you don't know who she is, she comes around here once in a while and says hi to all of us, but I got a chance to meet her. She just wants to know what's going on, and she has her own eyeballs and lives near this area. You know? And people can see with their own eyeballs that the mother and the stepfather were not doing anything to help. Meanwhile, everybody with eyeballs could see that the father was driving up and down the road, kind of breaking into the command center, looking at computers, trying to find some information, so much so he got kicked out of the command center. He wanted answers. And it's just crazy that we're still sitting here almost 18 months later, and he's still begging for answers, while the same two that tapped out and refused to help or lift a finger are still tapped out and refuse to lift a finger. And those two people happen to be the mother that gave birth to this child, which is insane. Just saying, not playing. We got a shirt for that. Hit up Sonia.
The moderators can show you to the door. There's no need to announce your departure. Light and Sound says, I pray he wasn't being bullied at school. I imagine classmates who knew him have been interviewed. And yes,
it's pretty sad. Light and Sound, he wasn't being bullied at school. As a matter of fact, that was his escape. That was his escape. As you guys may already know, we've learned over the last 15 months that this child was bullied at home, not at school. His teachers cared for him deeply. The students around that school rallied. He wasn't allowed to have friends at home, not when he stayed at their house. Maybe the reason why he was begging for friends for Christmas is because all he wanted was his friends to be able to come over. He had friends, maybe not many, but this illusion that he had no friends, I'm finding out is inaccurate, is an inaccurate statement. They treated him terribly. They sure did, Remy Stuff.
Yes, I do believe Chris said that earlier. And did he typically take his phone places with him, guys, or did he normally leave it at home?
Believe it or not, it was actually a struggle to get him to carry his phone.
And again, we have learned over the last 15 months that is not true. I think there's even an article, or no, I know exactly where it was. It was Justin for All on Clutch the Pearls. Clutch the Pearls, I think is it. I get it mixed up. Clutch the Pearls, Clutch them Pearls, I get confused. Okay, I'm sorry, Justin. I don't know why it's so difficult for me. I don't know. It is. But he was the one that had a good connection with one of the local teachers. me. He was, he had a good connection with one or a few of the local teachers that were, in confidence, giving him information, and they allowed him to share certain information. And the reason why I say allowed him to share is I know Justin, and Justin, just like me, if you are provided stuff in strict confidence, you get that information, but that's about as far as it goes. So if somebody it does not want this stuff out, that stuff has to be held within, right? Unless it's found a different avenue that you can find it yourself. But in this case, it sounded like this person gave him permission to share the information with the public. It came out a few months ago. I mean, it wasn't at the beginning of the case. So these types of leaks do happen as the case lingers on. People that are, provided information to law enforcement, they typically don't feel law enforcement is doing anything, or they feel like because some of the stuff is third or fourth hand, they want to find out if anything happens. So then they start leaking that information out. And long story longer is this particular teacher, if I have everything accurate, you guys would probably be the best to fact find this statement. But it's my understanding that this teacher told Justin that it was very, very odd when she was talking to a teacher that knew Sebastian. They had brought up the fact that him leaving without any of his personal belongings. And that's where I started saying personal belongings, because that was the statement used by that teacher, personal belongings. So if I've got this correct, again, you guys can say yes, that I've got it accurate, or fix what I have inaccurate. But it sounds like this teacher said that it is very unlikely that Sebastian would have left the home without his personal belongings or his phone. And I'm pretty sure she singled out the phone, if that was the way it came out, or maybe that's just the way Justin had said it. I'm unsure, but I remember the phone. And I remember Seth telling us at the beginning about the phone that he doesn't know what he's talking about, barely takes his phone. He says his son makes sure that his phone's charged every night and takes it with him. So if he needs to get a hold of him, he can, or if he needs to get a hold of his father, he can. So it was news to his father that he had problems taking his cell phone with him, and moreover, the phone, let's be honest, was completely stripped down. He couldn't do anything on it. He didn't even have a damn calculator on it. A calculator on it, so, but I don't see him not taking that phone, because he was taught to take the phone. He was taught to charge the phone. We're not dealing with, a stubborn mule like Bullhorn Betty. We're dealing with a high-functioning autistic boy that relies on schedules and routines. So part of his schedule, part of his routine is to plug the phone in and to make sure it's charged daily. Not weekly, not when he feels like it, daily. So I think that that's important to note. And I just want to go through here. Melanie, thank you. Common Sense. Dusty gifted 10 Bullhorn Betty memberships. Some of you are just probably realizing that you are now a member. Please don't forget to tell Dusty thank you. Dusty, also thank you, Dusty, by the way, for your support, your love and support this evening. Also became one of the newest members of the Coffee Club, and a super sticker. Say me, pick me. Thank you, love. Thank you, love. Okay. Where are we? Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. He definitely would have had it. And the switch. The switch is a big one for me, because everything, the switch didn't seem like that big of a deal at the beginning of this case, because I'm not a gamey. So, I talk based upon my personal experiences, right? So if I don't have the personal experience of being this gamer, it's not something that I am, drawn to or think about. So I don't think about how important, say, a gaming system is to someone. But one thing I've learned through this process is that is important not just to Sebastian, but to many autistic children and people that are on the spectrum. So I find now that by leaving that switch behind, that really is a critical clue for me, because I just don't believe he would have done that. Out of all the things that he would have taken with him, I believe it would have been his shoes and his switch. Out of all the things, at the minimum, those would have been the items he took. And neither of those items were taken. So it does cause me great pause.
He's not like your typical teenager. He's not these kids that, got to stick their head in the phone. He's not
glued to it.
He's not. Because of his restrictions, he knows that what it's for. It's a tool. It's not an entertainment device. He had his struggles.
In all fairness, they didn't even allow him to use it as a tool either. They only allowed him to use it as a two-way device to his father. In all fairness, That is what it was. It was turned on so he could speak to his dad, and his dad didn't have to call the house. That was it. That was all that phone was used for. And even Seth himself talked to him and saying, hey, can he at least have a calculator on his phone? Like, what gives here? He did Remy stuff. It's sad.
With doing basic, simple things. And I mean, it was a constant reminder, a constant this. And all three parents have been extremely positive and constantly trying to get him like, hey, we got to do this, bud. We got to do that.
Take your phone.
Take your phone.
Teach him to be responsible and to think about it.
And then Julio, I can contest. I mean, we work together out in San Diego, so he's amazing.
I think that's wonderful. Let me just take care of something here in chat real quick.
Unicorn says Sebastian was smart and would have taken warm clothes, switch phone. In my opinion, they are such liars. I hope justice is done for Sebastian and Seth. I do too. We know what Seth wants. Seth wants his son home. That's it. That's his only goal. He doesn't care about anything else at this moment. He doesn't care about revenge. He doesn't care about anger. He doesn't care about going through a meat grinder. He doesn't care. All he cares about, the only thing he cares about, is getting his son back to him. And that is just, in my opinion, a horrible feeling. And a horrible feeling looking at the woman that gave birth to him and knowing she hates you so much and just having that fear in your soul of what is going on with your son. I can't imagine. That's got to be hard. That's got to be excruciating. That's got to be exhausting.
Jennifer, I appreciate you being here. We welcome all opinions, but we're just, how long he's been married to the mother is irrelevant with Sebastian being missing. So
I think that, and this shows you the ignorance, does it not, of the host on here? It absolutely, our statistics are very clear. And so I challenge all the content creators that are out there to help families understand the statistics. That is your best friend. Because when we hear this, and these are legitimate questions, and there is ways that this host could have couched those questions to tone them down a little bit. Not that they're illegitimate questions. When you literally pander to the person, I mean, you want to protect that person. You want to lay ground rules. We lay ground rules on here when we have interviews. And if people violate those ground rules, there's no question that we have a zero tolerance policy. They're blocked. We expect them to be, when we bring people on our show for an interview, we expect the people to be respectful. But we don't tell them they can't ask respectful questions, right? When have you ever heard me say we're not asking a respectful question? You could almost, when people are snooty or snotty or just coming with a chip, you can read it in their question, can you not? Of course you can. So, and a few of them, I'm sure, were probably just, typed maybe in a way that didn't convey that they're truly concerned and may have gotten caught, like being, being rude or something like that. And it was unintentional for that person, and it was unintentional for the person thinking that of them. But those happen in these type of situations when you have open panels and you're on these type of sensitive topics. But it is, in my opinion, a slow dance with your audience as well as your interviewee. But condemning legitimate, there was a few questions that were, in my opinion, legitimate and that were dismissed because it might have hurt the person's feelings. They're there to learn, to tell people about their child, and people in the audience are there to learn about their child that's missing. Yet they're not. It's like there's this case. It's almost like this host knows something and is protecting them, and it doesn't feel good.
I hope that you have a wonderful night, but respectfully, I'm going to have to remove you from chat because it's a distraction. And we are focused on talking about Sebastian and about his case.
Oh, that's just for asking, how long has somebody been in the person's life? A completely legitimate question.
And I hope you have a wonderful night. And please come back again.
I wouldn't come back.
Let's get back over here to the chat. I try to not get distracted.
This is for educational purposes. I mean, we got to listen to this horse crap to get to the next video, so you can listen to that horse crap. Because at the end of the day, it's all
that was bullshit.
Oh, here.
I did. When we have these situations, but we just don't have time for that. I'm not going to allow disrespect.
Disrespect for asking a respectful question. This lady. Oh my God. If I just talk nice, maybe they won't think I'm a narcissist.
And my moderators know that. So I appreciate my mods in here. Y'all put some hearts and hands up for the moderators in here. They're doing a fantastic job. We have 360.
Actually, that's a great idea. Thank you there, Cupcake. Thank you so much. There we go. Our mods. I think our mods are like, I don't want to diss any of my friendly mods, my friendly mods from other channels, but I kind of think we have the best mods. They're battle tested. They're battle tested and Bullhorn Betty approved. I'm just saying. Give it up for them. I should see some clappy hands. I want everybody to see them clappy hands. I want to give them another applause. They're the best.
People in here watching right now, if you haven't already hit the like button, please do that and share this out because it helps to get Sebastian Rogers information circulating on social media.
But by God, just please, whatever you do, don't ask how long hashtag Chris Proudfoot has been in Katie's life. It'll get you booted from a show.
People are going to want to know what the parents have to say. I think it's very important that people hear the facts straight from Sebastian's family.
That's even laughable because she's talked more than they have. I'm just saying. Does she know she's also full of it? You know what?
Bullshit detected. Take precautions.
I'm just saying. I can't with these folks. I just can't.
80 says, I'm autistic myself, but as a kid, I used to have restricted internet access, and I've managed to bypass it before. That doesn't shock me because I have a cousin that...
So on one hand, they're talking about how much of an infant he is, and then her audience is asking questions. Well, is it possible he could have bypassed this? Well, that sounds like it's above infantry or infancy, no? Betty and her buttons. You guys have no clue, and I got a whole bunch of them. I got more than you guys even know. We got buttons for days. We got buttons for days. And if we really want to get jiggy with it, turn your volume down, folks. And then my favorite. A slow stroll. Like, hey. All right, let's get back to work.
The same thing has happened. I think it's different for every kid because there's such a spectrum. So that's why we have to be on high alert. This is a vigilant, important situation because we really don't know the...
A vigilant and important situation where the man that's on her show threatened to pew to shoot the news people for running the story on his missing kid on day one. You can't make this stuff up.
Circumstances of what has actually transpired with Sebastian, and he could be in danger.
See,
and I see Burton Staggs here. Burton, thank you so much for coming over. He says there's 2 similar cases. A Mississippi autistic teen was missing and found 9 days later in
let's just see. I'm gonna keep playing this while you guys listen.
Tennessee. He walked. In Arizona, an autistic teen walked approximately 200 miles and was found safe. Incredible.
That's called an outlier, okay? It's not what we hang our hat on, okay? Things like that are the definition. If you don't know what outlier, actually, let me just write. I'll give you guys the definition of what an outlier is. What is an outlier? It's saying, okay, hold on. I think I spelled it wrong. Unrelated to math. To math. Sorry, apparently I have to put that into Google. Outside of mathematics, the term outlier refers to something or someone that is significantly different from the others in a group or set. There. I didn't want to start giving you guys mathematical formulas, and that's what it gave me. I'm like, no, I just need a definition. I just need a definition. So, that's one case in hundreds of thousands, if not millions of cases. That's considered an outlier.
Does he have a lot of energy? Does he like to go on long walks and things like that?
Especially off his medicine.
And she thinks directly about something with medicine. We're going to go back and listen to that. And I think this is pretty important because they keep him in the house. They keep him locked away. When he's home, he's not walking around the neighborhood. He's not playing in his yard. He's not doing normal boy stuff. And while she says that he likes to walk and run and be outside, why doesn't she ever take him outside? Why is he always locked inside their blessed home? The neighbors said that they didn't even know he lived there. They knew of him. But there's not an item on the outside of that house that indicates any child lives inside that home. And that's something Bobby pointed out. And so true.
Does he have a lot of energy? Does he like to go on long walks and things like that?
Especially off his medicine.
I really would like to.
I think she said especially when he's off his medicine. She's already trying to set the stage for him wandering without the meds. Let's listen to what
Does he have a lot of energy?
Listen to
Does
what
he
she
like
says.
to go on long walks
I'm
and
gonna turn
things
this up.
like that?
Sorry.
Especially off his medicine.
Actually off his medicine. Actually off his medicine, I think is what she said. Actually off his medicine. Narita, we're just getting started. You didn't miss a whole lot. I know we've been going for an hour, but we've anyways, we were just kind of getting started on the subject matter.
I really would like to get a billboard up for Sebastian. And I think I had mentioned.
Oh, they like billboards. They just don't like it when At Night puts them up. That's all it is. Let's listen. We gotta listen to this. Let's see if they're okay with the billboards. I'm curious. I don't know if they're okay with the billboards. I just don't know. Let's see if they're okay. Let's see if they're thankful. Let's see if they're thankful for the billboards. I don't understand why they didn't show this great enthusiasm when At Night put them up. I don't understand these things.
Mentioned that to you earlier. Do you think that this might be something that would benefit Sebastian to get his face out there if we could get a couple of billboards? Guys, give me some feedback in the chat and let me know what you think. I might could, crowdfund. That's what membership is for. When you guys are members of this channel, that's actually where your money goes, is to these little crowdsourcing.
Well, if their membership money goes to the crowdsourcing, then why do you need to crowdsource? Just saying. 2 plus 2 doesn't equal 8 there, honey bunny.
Things that I do. So
like how she slipped that membership right in addition to the crowdfunding. Come on.
Ship is for. When you guys are members of this channel, that's actually where your money goes.
So she's basically saying, if you become a member of the channel, I will pay for the billboards. But that's not what she's saying. She's saying, become the member of the channel, I will pay for the billboards, but we're still going to crowdfund, so you're really paying for the billboards in addition to your monthly membership, which I don't care either way. We have monthly memberships. You want to donate. You want a membership, whatever you'd like. You don't want to do anything but watch me, whatever.
To these little crowdsourcing things that I do. So I have some money already put back that I can put forward to it, but I probably wouldn't be able to keep it up for more than just a few days because it can get expensive. But
that's how I need to talk like this, huh? Well, it just gets a little expensive, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's my voice. Maybe if I just get a little Southern charm, maybe I can just charm that wallet up out your pocket for these people. I mean, these people need your help. You need your help. They're so desperate. They're so desperate they won't even get off their own butts to go look. Maybe that's the problem. I'm just not doing it the right way, y'all. I'll change. I can change.
What do you guys think about that? Do you
What do you guys think about that? You guys think it's gonna be all right? And everything gonna be all right?
think, Trev, what are your thoughts about that? Do you
Oh yeah, Trev that likes to mess around with married women and be mean to innocent fathers. What do you think there, Trev? We'd like to know. I apparently haven't been talking the right way all this time, and I just didn't even know it. But now I think I got it. Yeah, I got it.
You think that having a billboard up for Sebastian might
I think we need a billboard. Everybody just go ahead and send on in your money. We'll take care of that billboard stand.
be beneficial?
It might just be beneficial.
I think so. I mean, it's, we've looked at that in plenty of cases, and you and I have spoken about that before.
Oh yeah, it's a great idea. We should just have people start sending in those monies for the billboards. We'll have them up. I mean, we need them up for more than just the couple days you can do them there, Dutchie.
Talked with, different families. It's at the very least, it's keeping that face and that.
Oh, at the very least, it's keeping the face in the spotlight, unless it has, At Night on it. Then we don't like it no more. We need to tear the damn signs down. No, we need to burn them. Burn them to hell. I'm sorry, burn them to. Those guys. Just saying. I just thought it was pretty, hypocritical and stuff.
That story in the public eye. It's keeping people reminded of what's going on in their community,
Don't you find it funny that they don't feel that way when At Night put them up? Does anybody notice that? Nobody. No. They just don't seem to have that same enthusiasm when it's an At Night billboard. Huh. At Night didn't collect money to put those billboards up. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know they didn't come to social media and have sweet voices and tell you guys that, they can only keep them up for a couple days? They're getting kind of expensive, y'all. Did you know they didn't ask for one single dime for none of their billboards? I wonder if that's the reason why they didn't like them. Maybe because they were truly free billboards for Sebastian. No, I don't know. I don't think I like talking like this. It's making my throat hurt a little bit.
Going on locally, what's going on the next county over, whether they work there, live there, travel through there, they're seeing it.
Just as long as it's their billboards and not those nasty at-night billboards that really have his face, shining and want to know, if people have Googled it. They just want to make sure you're Googling his name. And they didn't even like that, y'all.
Well, I can certainly design a billboard. We can work together behind the scenes. You can send me a picture and let me know exactly what you would like it to say, and we can get something started on a blip as early as tomorrow.
Why can't you get it started right now, honey? You said you had enough for a few days. Oh, you didn't get enough support during this video. Oh, I understand. It does cost money, y'all.
If you think that that's going to be something, I will look at the locations and I can let you know where they're at, and we can try to get something going. Cold Case Crystal, thank you so much for being here. That's another person that's on my team that covers cases, and she's in Kentucky. And Crystal,
if you want a better team, I'm just saying there, Cold Case Crystal. We're not so hypocritical over here.
Did you just send me a Cash App?
Oh, yes, they did send you a Cash App. You're putting those billboards up. We want to make sure they're up tonight, not tomorrow, honey.
Cold Case Crystal, thank you so much for sending me that, and I will definitely put it for the billboard. We're still going to put up some billboards.
I just want to remind everybody, At Night did them for free. I'm just saying. Maybe she should have called At Night. She wouldn't have had to go through all this headache.
For Jaden Carpenter, so you and I need to get together in the next couple of days so we can get these.
Okay. I do have to tell you guys, I got to change my voice because the back of my voice hurts. That kind of rolled it out. I don't know how speaking so high would make my voice so raw, but I don't know. I'm gonna be coming in here and I think I'm gonna have man voice tomorrow. It's all your damn fault. All your fault.
We can get these billboards up as soon as possible. Because we need to help find.
Good gracious! Okay, we got it. How many times can you say we're going to get these billboards up? What is this, number 15? Did she just say that 15 blessed times? Okay, we got it. You need money for the damn billboards. You just got some money in. Can we get past the billboards?
Sebastian.
Good gracious.
Is there anything else that you guys want to share with us that you think that we need to know?
I can tell you they don't want to share the billboards.
Circumstances involving Sebastian going missing. Is there anything that you want to share with us that we have not talked about? I'm going to put up this flyer again here. So you
see, like she just like they start talking, and she just talks right over him. And so I just can't. It's hard for me to figure out who's being interviewed here. Who's supposed to be talking?
Here with us that we have not.
I gotta tell you, they were probably in for the shock of their life. This was probably, in their mind, their dry run through, right? Where she's coddling them and she's filling the blank spaces. And then the next day they go to an actual person that has interview experience and they don't mind uncomfortable silence. So they're sitting there like, what do we do? She's not filling it in the silence. I bet you that's what happened. Just saying.
Not talked about.
If anybody commits a crime and you guys want to do your dry run through, I would do it on the Bullhorn Betty channel. By the time you're done with me, you got it down pat, right? They throw at you, you might be okay with. Okay, we'll make sure that you're well versed in interview process to do your actual mainstream media interview. I promise. We will put you through the ringer. We'll put you through the ringer. I don't know if that's a good advertisement.
We'll put
Not-
up this flyer again here, so you guys can take another look at that.
But just think, if she did ask him tougher questions, at least they would have been better equipped to deal with a real interview the next day. Like, this has been so coddled, they were probably expecting this from a real interview person. You ain't getting this. We learned to shut up. I know you guys are used to me always talking, but trust me, I know how to do a death stare very, very, very well. And I know how to just let it be uncomfortably silent. I have taught myself to be comfortable in the uncomfortable silence. You know why? Because I'm a freaking motor mouth. Bet you guys wouldn't believe that.
I mean, everything that we've covered so far, I mean, is exactly everything that we've covered. You know, we miss them and we want them home.
Exactly.
Let them be home.
Mods, thank you for checking.
Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Let's just see if there's any more left. I think, well, there might be. They're still on here for a few more minutes. Let's see. Probably just her talking.
They want us to know so that we can get it out there on the FBI, but they're not active. You have to let the drink. If you have a problem,
it doesn't help. It's Sebastian at this moment. So say false things, and wherever you may go, leave your opinions at the door.
I would love this same animal to take this advice and take his own damn advice. He's such a disappointment. It's such an embarrassment. I don't even want to get started on him. I need to leave it here, leave it, and walk away. Leave it and walk away. All right. So I lost my audio, so we'll remove that from stage and get it up. Okay. So next is, obviously the green shirt WSMV interview of the mom and the stepdad. Now, this is what you guys just heard that we've just been going over for the last several days is the very first social media interview they did after their child was missing. Now, there's a few things that we need to take into consideration when we're hearing all this. Okay. First is, many of us believe that something happened to him on the 25th. Now, we have no factual evidence or information to support that. Therefore, it's a theory, it's an opinion. It cannot be taken as fact. What we do know is that he was reported missing on February 26th, very early in the morning at 6:33 a.m. We know that that call did not come into the emergency phone system. It came through the private number, the personal number to the sheriff's office, the non-emergency telephone number. The cavalry came in. From what Seth indicated is that conversations and the concern inside the home was not there that morning. Something was off. Seth left to go search for his son while everybody else stayed inside that home. Everybody. He wanted to know what happened. He wasn't believing that all of this was going on. He believed his son was going to be found. And as those days stretched out, we started learning some more information. One of that is the rumors that Chris was threatening the news crews out there. We have just recently found out how extensive those threats were. But back then, we didn't know. We only heard the rumors that threats were made. He was on another, I think it was Smiley's World or another interview. Maybe it was Dutch's. I think we may have seen it on Dutch's, though, where he talks about somebody asked him point blank about him threatening the news. And he says he just politely asked them to not film his home. That was a lie. A lot of things we have support, we have receipts for that tell us that what Chris is saying are lies. Now, I can't say 100% everything coming out of the man's mouth is lies. No, what I can tell you is we've caught him in numerous lies, numerous, to the point that now we have to question everything that comes out of his mouth, because anything and everything could be lies. I kind of feel like I got a good pulse on who Christopher Proudfoot is, okay? And it sounds like, like many other liars, what makes him so good is he has different experiences, right? He's been in the Navy, he's had educational problems, he's had anger issues, he's been given all these chances, but he's got life experience. So he is able to take truth and spin it and make it believable, even though he's lying through his teeth. So, for example, he was at work when he made the call to the non-emergency dispatch line. He tries to tell us and convince us he was up in the crane. And I'm going to tell you everything I found out is he was most likely sitting out in his truck just pulling into his job when he made the call, and sitting most likely in his truck, not clocked in, not even on the St. Jude's campus where his tower crane is, but in his truck when he made that call. That's what the information and evidence supports. All right, guys, give me just a second. This might be an important call. If it is, we may have to end this live. Hold on just a second. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I know that was a little lengthy, but right as we were getting into this, don't start with me, Sonia. Right when we were getting into this, one of my attorneys called. So it was an important call I had to take. And I didn't want to shut the live down because we have just gotten in to this particular live. We were just getting started on the green shirt interview to compare between, the Chris and Katie interview that was given on a social media platform without cameras versus one that are cameras. Now, the one that they were doing their dry run through was horrendous. So they were coddling. They wouldn't leave any open spaces. So it really wasn't a dry run. That's what, in my opinion, they thought the interview was going to be like. But now you have a professional interviewer in their home, and she knows how to keep silent. She knows how to let them answer. She knows when they're struggling and they need a little help or a little push. Everything is always okay. Nothing's ever too much. Oh, that sounds good, Misty. Yum yum. Sounds good. So I wanted to get back here. So that's just kind of what happened. We needed to discuss some things and be done with it. So here we go, folks. Here we go. That little Herschel case is such a sad story. It is a sad story. It's another one. If you guys don't know that, I dropped a little video. I think I might even have done something here on this channel, but I definitely dropped a video over on TikTok about that. It's an 8-year-old boy. We're not really certain as to the extent of what truly happened to him, but he disappeared from his home allegedly. His wheelchair was found. He's autistic. He's nonverbal, and he ended up losing his life. I think there's somebody in custody in that case, but they haven't revealed who just yet, from my understanding. But this is the Sebastian Rogers case, and we just got done watching a video of Chris and Katie kind of doing their first run through of their story of what happened to Sebastian Rogers. Katie was, you could hear he or she, at minimum, was upset, or at least alleging, trying to portray that by being, very crying, very emotional. So you can imagine people that are sucked in by that interview and then get this interview within the next 24 hours. It's not even a full 24 hours before they do this interview with WSMV. And the issue with this interview with WSMV is that this is in their house and this is with cameras. This is not just them on the phone. And now they have to either act or they're going to look foolish. And what do we see at the beginning? Them looking foolish. And then what do we see at the end? Them acting.
To talk with you all. Obviously, everyone wants to hear what you have to say. And it's all about bringing Sebastian home and safely. So first, just express, I can't even imagine as a parent what you two are going through. How would you describe the situation right now? How are you coping?
So she asked the question and she stops talking. Wow. Much, much different than just a few 16, 17 hours previously. Big difference in demeanor, no? Just immediately. So you've got to imagine people that had tuned in to Duchess and then found out about this one, are engaged and now doing a search to find out what updates do we have on Sebastian Rogers, and then they see this. How could somebody not feel like, wait a minute, this isn't right? I just heard her. She was a blubbering mess when she was on the phone. What's this? What's this? After she talked to a lawyer, she probably did. So let's watch that again.
So first, I just want to say thank you for allowing me to come into your home to talk with you all. Obviously, everyone wants to hear what you have to say. And it's all about bringing Sebastian home and safely. So first, just express, I can't even imagine.
Whoa! I just realized something I didn't pick up on. OMG. We never picked up on it. Did you guys hear her introduction? She must have gotten the 3rd degree before she came into the home, making sure that it's all focused on Sebastian. Don't focus on them. I don't know how I missed that. There's a reason why she said what she just said. Listen to what she just said. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe I missed it. How did I miss it? Listen.
I just want to say thank you for allowing me to come into your home.
Now she's going to say something else. Listen.
To talk with you all.
So to talk with you all. Now listen.
Obviously, everyone wants to hear what you have to say.
We want to hear what you have to say.
And it's all about...
This is it. This is it. Why did she say this? Listen.
Everyone wants to hear what you have to say. And it's all about bringing Sebastian home and safely.
It's all about bringing Sebastian home and safely. Interesting. I feel like when she asked them about this, I feel like she was given as long as it's about Sebastian, we'll do the interview. But we don't want to talk about us. There's a reason why she said that. And I never thought anything about it. But there's a reason why she chose those words about it being all about Sebastian and bringing him home safely. Because I feel like Chris would not have done the interview if he did not have parameters in which they could discuss. And I think she just confirmed that without confirming it.
So first, just express, I can't even imagine as a parent what you two are going through. How would you describe the situation right now? How are you coping?
Even he kind of got caught off, and he really just immediately corrects himself. So right there.
We're on a constant roller coaster ride of helpless and hopeless and many other emotions all in one, and it's a never-ending roller coaster. It doesn't stop.
You know what is so terrifying to me is how easily Chris Proudfoot can lie. And we did not realize how clever and crafty he is until after one of my court dates. And during one of my court dates, Christopher and his mother were down each other's neck. And then all of a sudden, other people started. Chris and Katie were pointing their fingers and screaming at Terry Lynn. Then all of a sudden, Cathy Bowersox, she started leaning in, and you could literally see the veins coming out the side of their neck. So we got a rare look into Christopher Proudfoot and his behavior behind the scenes and how he must have acted in front of Sebastian when he got angry or frustrated. And when he went on another podcast, one of the hate channels, to talk about this case with me, I was talking about how we just talk. I'm on the 5th floor and I see Cathy's freaking veins poking out of her neck. And how she's yelling at him and he's yelling at her. And somebody went in the chat and said, were you screaming at your mother? And he literally did. He lied through he was able. What do you mean? Do you think if you talked to your mama that way, she wouldn't bust your butt? My mom would bust my butt if I talk. I just got done watching him come out from inside of her throat. Okay? And he was able to flip it that easy and make it believable. So much so that I was shocked about how clever and how gifted he was that I actually pulled that section from the hate channel to show you guys how quick and clever he is to turn a lie. So we're watching this right now. Everything we've been watching, we have to apply that same standard. Look how easy he was able to make a believable lie on the drop of a dime related to his mother. That question in that chat was off guard. They had no idea that we were talking about that. I had no idea that he was even on this lady's show, you know? But apparently somebody that was bouncing between the two shows was listening to me and bouncing over there and saying, hey, did you do this? And when somebody from over here clipped that and sent that to me, I'm like, oh, he's good. He's real good. Now, how do we know when Chris is lying? His mouth is moving. Or in the sense of whatever that chick's name that sings. La, 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 right? When your lips are moving. You're lying. He's lying.
It won't stop until he walks through the door.
I wouldn't wish this on anyone. Not anyone.
Oh, she could, but now when she looks like, when she's trying to play off like she's crying, the good news is we can see her face, and we can see not a single tear is coming out of her eyes. Not a drop of snot is coming out of her nose. Nothing. And look at every interview. I want you to pay attention to Mr. Proudfoot's eyeballs. Every single interview. You see how he's side-eyeing her? Every blessed interview. When she's talking, he's a-looking. Creepy, huh?
I know we're about keeping hope alive. I'm sure.
So, again, a professional. Listen how much she gave him a minute of complete silence, and they still didn't say what she thought that they should have said. So, she's now feeling, okay, maybe I need to coach him a little bit.
Not anyone.
I know we're about keeping hope alive. I'm sure that's in there somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to come home.
And notice she's leaning in and looking at her subjects. Look at her eyes. Let's go back to look at her. Eyeballing both of them. Look at Holly Thompson. She's she's a pretty lady, right? She's not a very intimidating looking lady at all. She seems very genuine. She seems, she has a very understanding face. She has a very understanding tone. She's very good at what she does. Okay? And she's looking right at them. Look at both of their eyes. Can you imagine how Holly must have felt in this interview? She's looking at them. She's leaning in. She's trying to gauge them. She's asking them questions. Neither one are making eye contact. Neither one are showing any concern. Neither one are showing any emotion. Neither one are consoling each other. I mean, you're talking about a professional interviewer. A professional interviewer. She's done a lot of these things. I don't know. I think she had to have known while she was there something is odd here. Because she's looking at him. She seems to be more emotional about the situation at hand, about this stranger, this young boy that's missing. She seems to have more concern and seems to be drawing me in more than the parents. I just find that odd. And that's just from what we're seeing here.
I'm sure that's in there somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to come home.
He's going to walk through that door. And the street will be flooded again with family and relatives all waiting to hug and love him. And
that boy's going to have more friends than he knows what to do with when he comes home.
Think about how weird this must be for this interviewer. How weird it must be for Holly Thompson to sit in somebody's house that a child has been missing for a week, and we're just having a laughing fest. These are the people that you're interviewing. They're laughing. They're smiling. They're not making eye contact. You're having to coach them to, hope's in there somewhere, huh? I mean, these are the things that really put off people like us. that make us feel that these things something's just not right. It's just not right. So guys, I know I kind of shortchanged you today because I had the call with my attorney. We're rolling up on 2 hours. I need to take Delilah out. This is a conversation that we know is going to take us a long time to get through. So we're going to go back. I'm going to find some spots in the Duchess interview that I think are important. And we're going to kind of compare these before we get too far into the green shirt interview. And we'll be doing that tomorrow afternoon at 3:30. So be there, be square. We'll see you guys tomorrow early. I'm sorry I wasn't here at 10 a.m. Some mornings I wake up early and I start kicking off on TikTok, and then I make videos and then I drop videos. Well, I have to be careful with my timing, which is what screwed me up this morning, because I dropped my first video because it took me so long to download and upload. It didn't drop until almost 7:30 or 7:45 this morning. And then it wouldn't have just like even tonight when I had dropped the one that from an hour and a half ago, it took a long time before my notifications for tonight's show went out because of the timing from the last upload. So I've been trying to kind of manage a couple channels. I'm not doing the best. Not doing the best job at time management right now. It will get better. I'm sorry for today. And then, I wanted to make sure we came at 3:30, came on here at 3:30 today. So we can continue talking about Sebastian's case. But this morning was going to be about Lily and Jack, but we've had some major updates in the Lily and Jack case. So I went ahead because it was breaking news and I couldn't go live. I went ahead and did you guys a video to give you guys that update. So if you guys are watching these cases, please make sure that you're watching the videos too, because like today, I had breaking news and I couldn't come live with the breaking news. So you guys got a video. And if you guys missed the video that I uploaded, you guys are a day late and $1 short on the breaking news. So if you haven't yet watched my video today about Lily and Jack, get over there. Check out that video. Let me know if you have any questions. If you have any information, please send it to me. Rock it out with your coffee beans out. Don't forget to be fearless. If you see something, say something. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And until next time, please be safe, but more importantly, kind to one another. And Melanie, if you have not already gotten a hold of Sonia, please get a hold of her. And Sonia, I'll be getting a hold of you. All right, guys. We'll see you soon. From the East Coast to the West Coast, we are everywhere true crime is. We are asking for the public's help. We are searching in the woods. We are doing what it takes here on the Bullhorn Betty channels to find answers to the most alarming cases we have been watching on the news. I can tell you personally that I have traveled this entire country seeking these answers and bringing that content right here to you here on the Bullhorn Betty channels and Bullhorn Betty Crime Stories. We are happy with the work that we've done. We brought many answers to the public, and we have defied mainstream media in our pursuit of the truth in these cases. We will continue to work, we will continue to fight for these victims, and we will continue to tell their stories here on my channels. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty brand of channels and the Coffee Club. Thank you for your love, thank you for your support, and more importantly, thank you for allowing me to bring these victims' stories to each and every one of you, advocating for each of these victims. God bless you. God bless America, and more importantly, God bless our victims.